If I told you there are 3 everyday foods that could help you live longer, boost your mood, and even keep your brain sharp, would you believe me? No magic potions, no weird pills, just stuff you might already have in your kitchen. We all dream of living a long, joyful life, waking up at 85 still dancing, still laughing, and maybe even still climbing stairs 2 at a time. And while fancy diets come and go, research from longevity hotspots like Okinawa, Sardinia, and Loma Linda shows that it's the simplest foods that make the biggest difference. So today, I'm going to share the top 3 foods that long-living, happy elders eat every single day, and how you can too. The top 3 longevity superfoods people over 90 eat every day, that you should too. If you ever sit down with someone who's lived a full, vibrant life into their 90s or beyond, you'll notice they don't exactly live on kale smoothies and protein powders. Their secret? Simple, real food, eaten consistently, lovingly, and with a dash of tradition. Let's explore 3 everyday foods that come up again and again in the lives of the world's longest living people. And don't worry, no complicated recipes or expensive ingredients required. 1. Beans, the longevity superstars. We're talking black beans, lentils, chickpeas, white beans, and even good old navy beans. These humble little legumes have been called the most important dietary predictor of survival in older people by researchers in the blue zones, regions like Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, and Nicoya, Costa Rica, where people regularly live past 90 and even 100. Why beans are a big deal. Loaded with fiber, keeps your gut happy, and helps your digestion hum along smoothly. Packed with plant-based protein, gentle on kidneys and easy to digest. Stabilize blood sugar, a huge win for folks managing diabetes or prediabetes. Lower bad cholesterol LDL. Heart health, anyone? Here's a fun stat. People in the blue zones eat about 1/2 to 1 cup of beans a day. That's it. Not gallons. Just a scoop. And guess what? That small amount is enough to reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even early death. Story time. I once met an 89-year-old Costa Rican farmer named Don Pedro. Every morning, he'd make a pot of gallo pinto, rice and black beans, with a splash of hot sauce. He called it breakfast for the brave. When asked if he ever gets tired of beans, he laughed and said, "They've kept me going for 60 years. Why would I stop now?" Now that's a testimonial you can trust. Easy ways to eat more beans. Toss them into salads for a protein boost. Blend them into dips, like hummus or black bean spread, for toast. Add to soups and stews for extra heartiness. Or go old school and serve them with brown rice and greens. Motto of the day, no bean, no gain. 2. Leafy greens, nature's anti-aging shield. Let's talk kale, spinach, arugula, chard, and collards. These aren't just trendy additions to Instagram salads. They're daily staples for people who stay sharp and spry into their 80s, 90s, and beyond. Why leafy greens deserve your love. Rich in folate, crucial for brain function and mood. Packed with magnesium, supports muscles, nerves, and sleep. Full of antioxidants, which help fight off inflammation, the root of most chronic disease. One Harvard study found that people who ate just 1 serving of leafy greens a day had brains 11 years younger than those who didn't. Yes, you read that right, 11 years younger, just from eating greens. Okinawan wisdom. An 80-year-old woman in Okinawa shared her secret to mental clarity. Every morning she prepares goya shampuru, a stir-fry dish made with bitter melon, a powerful antioxidant, and leafy greens. She told a visiting researcher, "Bitterness in the mouth, sweetness in the heart." Translation: health is worth the slightly bitter taste. And get this, she still does Sudoku puzzles like a pro. How to add more greens without getting bored. Blend spinach into smoothies. You won't even taste it. Add arugula or kale to scrambled eggs. Instant upgrade. Stir chopped greens into soups or pasta right before serving. Try a warm wilted greens salad with olive oil, garlic, and lemon. Pro tip: if raw greens bother your digestion, lightly sautéing them with olive oil makes them gentler and more delicious. 3. Nuts, tiny packages, massive power. If beans are the quiet heroes of longevity, nuts are the confident powerhouses, small but mighty, crunchy, and nutrient-packed. Why nuts rock? Rich in heart-healthy fats, especially omega-3s in walnuts. Contain vitamin E, a key nutrient for brain health. Help reduce inflammation. Yes, even that arthritis kind. Keep you fuller longer, perfect for those mid-afternoon snack attacks. Researchers have found that people who eat a handful of nuts 5 days a week have a 20% lower risk of death from all causes. That's right, just a few crunchy bites a day. In Loma Linda, California, a blue zone, many centenarians snack on almonds and walnuts daily. Why? Because they're easy, portable, and totally satisfying. Bonus, they're brain food. The healthy fats in nuts help preserve memory, focus, and mood, all things we want more of as we age. It's no surprise that nuts show up in Mediterranean diets, DASH diets, MIND diets, all the eating patterns that lead to longer lives. How to snack smart. Keep a jar of mixed nuts by your desk, unsalted of course. Add chopped nuts to oatmeal or yogurt in the morning. Toss them into a salad for crunch and healthy fat. Blend into sauces like walnut pesto or energy bites. Storage tip. Nuts can go rancid if left out too long. Store them in the fridge or freezer to keep them fresh and delicious for months. The longevity equation, and it's surprisingly delicious. Let's put it all together. Beans equals long-term energy plus gut health plus heart benefits. Leafy greens equals brain boost plus anti-aging shield. Nuts equals smart fat plus snack-worthy power. And the best part, these foods are accessible, affordable, and flexible. You don't need a personal chef or a Hollywood wellness coach to eat like a centenarian. You just need a little intention, a few pantry staples, and the belief that small choices made daily can shape a long, happy life. Quick daily tip, longevity bowl. Create a superfood bowl that includes all three. Base of leafy greens. Scoop of warm lentils or chickpeas. Sprinkle of toasted walnuts or almonds. Olive oil plus lemon juice dressing. Easy. Nourishing. Centenarian approved. Imagine this. You're 90 years old, sitting on a park bench, feeding birds, and someone asks, "What's your secret?" You smile, lean in, and say, "Beans, greens, and a few good nuts." It doesn't get simpler or tastier than that. You don't need exotic superfoods or complicated diets to live a longer, happier life. These three humble foods, beans, leafy greens, and nuts, have stood the test of time, culture, and science. And best of all, you can start eating them today. Which one of these three is already in your daily diet? And which one will you try next? Comment below, and let's build a community of longevity lovers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you want to grow old with, happily and healthily.